Hello Hylians, I'm Nico and this is the second video on the best rupee farming methods. In the first video, we learned some popular rupee methods and compared them to one another, and we learned which ones were best. That video received lots of comments, questions, and requests for other farming methods. So today, we'll quickly go over those comments and questions, then we'll learn how those other farming methods are. I really hope you find this useful. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want more Zelda content, I hope you consider subscribing or at least checking out the channel. The farming methods in the first video were Snowball Bowling, Horn Farming, Luminous Stone Farming, Meat Farming, Cooking versus Roasting, Ancient Part Glitch, and the Infinite Rupee Glitch. The methods we'll go over this time are Lynel Guts Cooking, Baked Apple Selling, Exploding Numar the Gambler, Talus Farming, and Ore Deposit Farming. First, to answer the questions from the first video. For Snowball Bowling, people just gave me different locations to guarantee a strike, but it still takes the same amount of time. For Horn Farming, cooking horns into dishes do not give you more rupees than selling them raw. For Luminous Stone Farming, this question was asked lots of times, and I even pinned the answer. It is not better to trade Luminous Stones for diamonds. 10 Luminous Stones will sell for 700 rupees and 1 diamond sells for 500. Even if you sell diamonds to Ramela in Goron City, you only get 550 for each diamond. For Meat Farming, there were two subjects that came up. What are the results for frozen foods, and is it better to sell raw gourmet meat to trot? I took the results from the first video and just did the math. In the first video, I farmed meat for 10 minutes, reloaded the game and farmed again. From farming meat 3 times, I got an average of 120 pieces of meat. Cooking then selling, roasting then selling, and freezing then selling each take about 4 minutes. These are the results for all 3 methods for all 3 meat farming runs. There is a man at the outskirts stable named Trot that will buy raw gourmet meat for 100 rupees each. Since cooking is the best, I checked the results by selling the raw gourmet meat to Trot and then cooking what's left. These are the results. You might get more rupees, but it will take longer since he only takes 1 meat at a time and 3 each day. For Ancient Part Farming, this method got more comments and questions on how to do it. Because of this, I made a video on how to do it. You can check the card in the corner or the link in the description to learn how to do it. For the Infinite Rupee Glitch, there are 3 points. First, most people commented asking if it was patched. The answer is no, they're probably doing it wrong. You can check the card in the corner for raw footage of me doing the glitch, or check the link in the description for a tutorial. Second, it is not better to sell gems to Ramela in Goron City after this glitch. It takes longer to sell her 10 at a time, plus there is a chance she will ask for diamonds. If you don't have any, then you can't sell to her. She will not change what she's asking for. You might as well sell all 999 gems at once, then redo the glitch. And third, a question I was asked is if Parsi will constantly give you one specific gem if your inventory is full of the 2 other gems. The answer is no. She will still give you all 3. Now for the new methods. First method is to farm Lynels, cook Lynel guts, then sell the dishes. You need to cook the Lynel guts with a critter, and depending on what you cook the Lynel guts with will determine how much the dish sells for. Cooking 4 Lynel guts with a critter will get you at least 2,250 rupees for 1 dish. The most you can get from a Lynel guts dish is 2,330 rupees, and you can only get that from cooking the Lynel guts with one specific critter. I'll tell you at the end of the video. What I did was timed how fast I can defeat a Lynel. I defeated 10 of them as fast as I could with the strongest weapons. The average time it took me was 35 seconds, and from the 10 Lynels, I received 5 Lynel guts. So if I average a minute for traveling and fighting each Lynel, it should take me 8 minutes to get 4 Lynel guts. If I add the cook and sell time, then it should take me 9 minutes to get at least 2,250 rupees, but you can probably only do this maybe twice between blood moons. The next method is to give Juney in Rito Village baked apples. She will give you 100 rupees, but only the first time. After that, she will give you 5 rupees for 1 baked apple, 30 rupees for 5 baked apples, 70 for 10, 500 for 50, and she'll give you 1200 rupees if you give her 100 baked apples at once. I farmed for apples 3 times and it took me an average of 2 minutes and 30 seconds to reach 100. Then I roasted the apples, and that took me an average of 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Plus the time it takes going to Juney, this method takes an average of 7 minutes to get 1200 rupees. The next method is to exploit Numar and Lurelin. If you talk to him while it's raining, he will ask to borrow 100 rupees to gamble on the treasure game. Wait 1 day, and if he wins, he'll give you 1000 rupees. I sat until it rained 10 times, and if it's not already raining when you get there, it takes an average of 30 seconds of sitting for it to finally rain. And after talking to him, I saved and loaded until he won. And I kept doing this 10 times, and it took me an average of 3 minutes of saving and loading for him to win. Minus the rupees you give him and traveling around, it takes an average of 4 minutes to get 900 rupees. The next method is to defeat lots of taluses and sell all the ores. What I did was defeat the same 7 taluses and sold all the ores. I fought an Igneo, a Frost, and rare taluses, and it took me about 10 minutes. Then I reloaded and did it again. I did this 3 times. The first time I got 8,185 rupees, the second time I got 9,385 rupees, and the third I got 8,745. Making it an average of 8,800 in about 10 minutes. The next method is to farm ore deposits. I saved the game, farmed the same ore deposit route 3 times, and I calculated the rupees from selling the gems. It took me about 10 minutes, and the first round got me 6,727 rupees, the second 6,647 rupees, and the third 5,669 rupees, making it an average of 6,347 rupees for 10 minutes. For both Talus Farming and ore deposit farming, I did not calculate selling to Ramela because I didn't get over 10 of any of the rare gems. You can choose to sell to her, but it just adds a little extra time because you can only sell her 10 at a time. Finally, the critter that cooks with Lynel guts that can get you 2,330 rupees is the energetic beetle. If I rank them all only based on average rupees per minute, here's where they stand. Baked apples to Juney gets you 171 rupees per minute. Exploiting Numar gets you 225 rupees per minute. Roasting meat, 235. Lynel guts farming, 258. Freezing meat, 271. Selling to trot and cooking, 324. Cooking meat, 413. Snowball bowling, 420. Luminous stone farming, 466. Ore deposit farming, 635. Horn farming, 720. Talus farming, 880. Ancient part glitch, 3,300 to 6,400 per minute depending on your luck. Infinite rupee glitch, 4,500 rupees per minute. In summary, I wouldn't do baked apples to Juney, exploiting Numar, and snowball bowling, unless you find them fun. The only benefit is rupees. If you farm meat, this method is good because you can do it early in the game, explore, and you get other materials as you do so. And if you're going to sell the meat, I would only cook then sell. Horn farming is one of the boring ones. You can use the horns to get rupees, but also use them to create 30-minute dishes. Lynel, Talus, Luminous, and rare deposit farming are great methods. They create results with rupees and they're fun to do. They allow you to explore, you can combine the methods, and you can collect other things. And finally, ancient part farming and infinite rupee glitch. You do just sit there pressing A, but you could do this with a turbo controller. The setup for the ancient part glitch may take a while, so I would use it just to get the ancient parts. And the infinite rupee glitch is definitely the best one. Even if you keep pressing A manually, you'll get lots of rupees quickly. That's everything about the rupee methods in Breath of the Wild. I hope you found this useful, I hope you liked it, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. If you want more Zelda content, consider subscribing or at least checking out the channel. See you next time!